All right, mic check, mic check. One of the Masters podcast was made of course. Across me, I got a special guest, and Miss Deja Cooper. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. First time on a podcast, on my podcast, rather.
Yeah.
Well, before we get started, just tell me how you been. What's been going on with you?
I'm not gonna lie, I've been kind of busy. When I say busy, I mean every weekend it's like I'm booked for something.
You're a popular person.
Yes.
You're working hard.
It's hitting me now.
And in high demand, by the way.
Yes.
But on a podcast, what I try to do a lot of times, I try to go back and then like just kind of get your story, especially for people that either don't know of you, which like I said, I tell from your Instagram and just your social media that you are known. You got a big following too. But just to get your story in relation to like just being from Carolina, Augusta, just your background and things like that, and then we'll kind of get into the music in a second. So. For starter, just to kind of get you, comfortable and not nervous. I don't think you're nervous right now though, but just to get you comfortable. Like, tell me about like where you're from, your upbringing, like your household, your siblings, your mom, your dad, stuff like that.
Okay, so I'm from North Augusta, South Carolina. My upbringing.
North Augusta.
Yeah.
All right. Just pressing some buttons.
So my upbringing, it was really, I don't know. I have a really close family. So we used to always do everything with each other. Go to Walmart on the same day, go out to eat on the same day. But my upbringing was pretty. It wasn't bad.
What part of North Augusta? Like
it was close to Edgefield. Well, people call it like 2-5.
Is it like with a gypsy camp and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
First I stayed up there and then I moved. I think into North Augusta. It was like the Belvedere Terrace.
Okay.
Area.
I know a little bit about it. Yeah, it's all the same to me. But yeah, from being over there, I kind of know that. So what was that like? Like you the oldest? You the youngest?
I'm the
middle child.
Now I am the middle child. Yes.
How many of y'all is it?
3.
Okay, so like was it boy, girl, sister?
So growing up, I'm so used to it was just me and my sister growing up. But my mom ended up having my brother. My brother's like 13, but I'm still so used to, just me and my sister. So
right.
I'm the middle child. Yeah.
So, but growing up, you were the youngest though, like for most of you. So, what was that like? Like being the youngest was because it's rules to certain things. Like the oldest get certain things, the youngest get certain things. Where you spoil you, where you like, you get your older sister in trouble. You tattletale, you cry and tell on her all the time.
My sister would say I was a spoiled brat, but I feel like we used to get the same things. Like I never seen me as being like a spoiled brat. It's like if I would get something, she would get it. But she would say, I think my sister would say something completely different.
But who would get it first though? Like I get that, but a lot of times like the oldest will make the youngest say, "Mom, I want this," so that they can get them. So like,
see, my upbringing. Normally, my grandma should be like, I'm not finna buy one something without buying the other. So if she wanted something completely different, I would get something completely different.
Okay.
So it's never been a time where it's like, would he get the same thing?
That makes sense. And so, what about like, yeah? So you said your grandmother. So you was raised with your grandma, your mom, like
both.
Both. Okay. And what's that relationship like with your grandma?
That's my girl.
Yeah.
We close. We real close. That's my girl.
And your mom?
That's my girl. We like best friends.
Okay. Are y'all far apart in age? Like, does she have her kids young or she older? Like, was she like?
Yes. So my mom had my sister at 15. And she had me at 18. Okay. So it's not a huge age difference, but it's like we like best friends.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I know. I'll talk to my sister about this all the time. Like, I prefer to have my mom young. I never wanted like an older parent. No disrespect to anybody that's old have kids. You know, be a thing, but because that's the more, I guess the better thing to do because you're more, in a good setting. But I just want to be more attached to my daughters or my kids that I have. I feel like when you're older, it's like your grandparents, so to speak. Yes. You can't do stuff with them.
Up in age.
Yeah, but and then you don't relate to them. Like a lot of times, from what I've seen, I don't know if you have any kind of history with this, but a lot of kids that have parents that are like way older than them, they don't relate. It's like a disconnect somewhere.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's because they just old and they stuck in they like decades behind, but it's good to have a parent that like y'all not more than 2 decades difference.
I can see that because the older parents, they kind of be stuck on stuff from their generation. This is a whole
Long
new
time
generation.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they don't want to. They want to. I guess like if you have a like even you like I know we'll get into it in a second, but like having kids and like it's certain things that they gonna want to do that you'll be okay with it because like it's still kind of stuff that you would have done, you know,
Yeah.
as opposed to like somebody who have a kid when they 40. That's a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So the stuff that they did when they 40, we're not doing now. So they don't understand the new kids and new ways, the clothes they want to wear and stuff like that.
I agree.
But just getting back to you. So what about dad? Like I don't know, you mentioned that. So
So my dad was like inconsistent. He was here, then he was, gone here and gone. So it was an in and out situation.
are they both from South Carolina?
My dad is my mom is originally from Florida, but they moved to North Augusta.
Okay.
I forgot what age. But my dad is from Florida.
Okay.
But he
So,
moved to Augusta.
oh, he did move there though.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna clap it up for him. I know you want to give him class in that. I'm gonna clap it up for a little bit. For moving to where his kids is at. That's cool. That's
Chasing
commendable.
after her. She gonna be like, girl. Yeah.
So describe like just you as a kid. Like how are you? I mean, we see you now. We think we know you now, so we'll get to know you a little bit. But like, how were you as a kid? What's some stuff you got into? I mean, young, not like 10. Like I mean, young, like 6, 7, 8, 9.
What I'm doing now. I was always like rapping and singing.
So you rap even back then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like back then we used to have, what is it, the little PlayStation games?
Yeah.
There used to be these 2 games. It was like Karaoke Revolution and Dance Revolution. And you gotta do all these dancing and singing and stuff. And I think that's where I picked up the habit of singing. So from there, it was just, I was writing and singing and dancing. So.
But you said writing, so like, cause I wonder. I heard you say that on another episode as well. Just writing. So like, when you were young, you just write stuff, like write songs, write lyrics and stuff like that. And where do you think that come from?
I don't know.
What would you do with them? Like, so you young, you write a poem or a song. Like, now what you do? Are you performing it? Like, are you you hiding it, keeping it to yourself? Like, what you do with it?
Sometimes, I have a lot of unreleased songs. But back then, I used to keep like this composition book. And I used to write the beats. But I don't think I was recording then because I was so young. I think I was like 11 or 12. Because I started recording, actually going to a studio at 14. But I don't know, I always had a passion for writing. Like even when it comes to short stories, I can write. I don't know, I just love writing.
But even with the short stories, like in school, like did you write stories in school? Was that something you did? Like
yeah, like my teachers would say all the time, like I should write a book. But I don't know, I feel like I need to stick to one thing right now.
Why you feel that way?
It's a lie, being a mom, and then I graduate college next month, and
congrats.
It's a lot. Yeah. Music, like it's a lot.
Well, so let me ask you, like, we gonna get back to on topic, but let me ask you, like, when you doing music now, was it more fun? Is it fun? Is it more fun now, or was it more fun as a hobby? Because now it's still a hobby for you, but I'm pretty sure like you making moves doing it now, so it's more so like career driven, as opposed to being younger, just writing it because just creative juices flowing.
Yeah.
What's more? I don't know. What's more fun?
Honestly, I just like the writing part. Like I was just telling my mama this. I think because I'm getting older, I done kind of got like social anxiety. So even with performing, I love to perform, but it's still sometimes I feel like I'm in a bubble. But I love writing. I love music. But the big crowds, I be like, ugh. Because it be so much stuff going on. When I was younger, I didn't have to worry about all that. But now you got shootings everywhere. It's too much going on.
Yeah.
So.
But and I know you rap, but like you sing too? Because I feel like it's a lot of melodies and some of the songs, some of the stuff you say, I've heard some melodic tunes. So, but it sounds like it's you.
Yeah.
So would you identify yourself as a singer or just a rapper?
I would say both.
Okay.
Because sometimes I can switch it up.
Okay. So when you were younger, did you sing too? Like, did you go to church or something like that?
When I was younger, yes, I did go to church, but it wasn't like a every Sunday thing. But I don't know. My family, like my mom and my auntie, them, they be singing.
Okay.
So I think it just kind of passed on. So.
Well, I want to get more into what made you come to Augusta? Besides the fact that, of course, it's a beautiful Augusta, of course, right? But like, what made you come to Augusta from North Augusta?
Honestly, I would choose North Augusta. I like the calmness. Augusta having so much going on.
It do. Like
where we stayed, it was like country. It wasn't that much. What area is that? It's like Edgefield. Is
Well,
that
South Carolina got a
Edgefield?
lot going on now too though. You know, today now they turned up over there a little bit too. So it's everywhere though. It's
See,
not.
I just want a big backyard. I want to get the little four wheelers and just be back there. You know, I can't do that over here. People be still. I mean, they still now, but Augusta, I don't know. It's rough. Like when we first moved here, I forgot what middle school I went to. Tut. It was a complete difference from Augusta from North Augusta. Them kids was turned.
Well, speak on that a little bit. So speak on the difference between going to middle school in Augusta and North Augusta. Hey, bring your mic a little closer to you a little bit. Now you good? You not wrong. Yeah,
Right here.
perfect.
So with North Augusta, it was calm. Like you might have fights every now and then, but it was calm. It was chill. But when you come over to Augusta, it's fights every day. It's a lot. Like I don't know.
But I mean, yeah, fight. But I don't know. Fighting is normal. I would think. You don't think it's normal? I guess
think
for South
it's
Carolina, it's not.
normal, but I think it's the environment change, like the switch from it.
Well, you say you was at Tut, so let's just start there, right? Tut,
That was
the
even the
people zone
teachers
for
was
Tut. It's not like the best areas. It's a few that's good, but it's not a lot of good
Yeah.
areas. So I mean, I don't know where y'all lived at, I guess when you first moved up, but do you think that had something to do with like the environment y'all
I
lived
would say
in?
the area, yeah.
But did you look at that when you moved like a downgrade when you moved from North Augusta? Like was it like a step back? I guess I'm not dissing Augusta
I'm
now.
not gonna no, never
just-
never that.
Okay.
But I will say I don't like it over here. Like if I can go back to North Augusta, I would. But I don't know. I like the chillness. Augusta just don't be that chill no more. Like especially now when I'm raising kids, I want a calm area. You know, I can play outside and you ain't got to worry about too much.
Yeah.
But here,
What was one of the difference you feel like when like now and then when you was coming up in Augusta? Because I mean, I'm assuming you talking from past tense when you first moved here, it was rowdy, and then now you seen it one way because you be outside, no pun intended, right?
Yeah.
But like, what you see the differences when you was coming up from Augusta and then now?
I feel like it was already rough, but it's rougher now. Like this new generation, they is off the chain. they is off the chain.
Yeah, I agree. But so you say you went to Tut. Like, describe you in middle school now. And I ask these questions for a reason. So a lot of time I want to see like the transformation from a person. So all right, you quiet, you just to yourself, young. Middle school, how were you?
Honestly, I feel like nothing's ever changed about me.
Nothing.
I've always been bubbly. I've always had the personality that I have now. I was doing music in middle school. I used to perform at the pep rallies. I don't know.
So all right, I'm glad you asked. Now we getting somewhere.
Oh,
all right?
gosh.
You performed at the pep rallies. Okay, so like, what was the reception of you performing at the pep rallies for one? And then if you was like this bubbly person, like, did people expect that from you? Like, did everybody know you just did music? So when it was something like a event, they expected you to perform?
But I feel like everybody was excited. Like everybody was on the stands. They was turned.
What you performing? Like what you was doing? Like your songs you made?
I
Or?
had a song. Yeah, it was a song I made. My mama actually made the beat, which is so crazy. And I recorded off my laptop. Because back then, I wasn't actually... That's crazy. So in middle school, I wasn't actually in a studio. I used to have a microphone and just hook it up to my laptop and record myself. I used to know how to... What is it? Is it engineered?
Yeah, just adjust the buttons and stuff like that.
At a young age, and I used to perform it at the pep rallies. Now when I listen to it, it sounds like pure trash.
Yeah, but you grow as an artist though.
But the people used to be lit with it. So, hey.
Well, I asked about the reception because like we all been in school and stuff, and like you got a group of people that's receptive to it, and they're like, okay, it's cool, but then you also got people that's like, whatever. You know what I'm
you
saying?
gonna always have some haters. I did have the haters now, but I was still out there. I was doing my little dance. I didn't care.
What dance you were doing?
The Dougie. What was it? That was during You're a Jerk days. I'm back there jerking. For real. I didn't play. I had every skinny jeans, the colorful socks that come up to your knees with the Chuck Taylors.
That's funny.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh,
with the
boy.
glasses. And the belt buckle that used to be, y'all know the little light up belt buckles? Yeah.
So,
Shout out to the flea market. Because that's where you get them good belts at.
so around this time, I know you said at 14 you had a song, and I know I seen somebody at 14 you had a song on the radio as well. If I'm not mistaken, right? Now I did, like I said, I kind of do my research sometimes with certain people. And with you, I seen you don't want to say names if you want to say names, but you said that you kind of with the music, it was somebody you met.
Yeah.
All right,
Ooh.
they moved to Atlanta,
Yes.
and you said verbatim, you was like, I gotta figure out how can I meet this person again or something like that.
Don't let me cry. Oh, okay, let's do it.
So, like, for one, what was that kind of relationship like? For one, when you met the person, and what was it about them that made you want to meet them again? That you said, I'm gonna start doing music in hopes of meeting this person again.
Yeah, so his name was Shetez. So how old was I? I think I was 14, 15. But when I met him, like I said, I was already writing, but I wasn't recording yet. But she in the bathroom, she on the phone. But when I met him first, it was like his personality. We instantly like clicked. It was like we was instantly best friends. So I went to a birthday party that night. It was in North Augusta. And I didn't know. No, I think at the mall he told me he was performing there. I never met him because he was from Atlanta. You could just tell the difference from how they dress compared to, how we dress over here. So, make sure my lip gloss and on my lip. So, what happened? I went to the party and I watched him perform, and like that night I instantly knew like I can do this. This is what I want to do. You know how he had everybody lit, and at that age I was like, I can do this. So after the show, we kind of stayed back. We talked a little bit. I asked him how is it traveling and recording music and stuff like that. And the next day he left and went back to Atlanta. So after that, it was kind of like a little, young love, the first love, love at first sight thing. And in my mind, I'm like, I have to see him again. So I think I found some beats on YouTube, and it was this one beat where it was like words instantly came to me. And I wrote a song about how I met him, and I posted it, and it kind of went from there.
I guess back then, what we call viral now, it went viral then.
Yeah.
That wasn't a thing back then, I'm pretty sure. But you said it was on radio though. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what you think? What you think about that song that made it like do go crazy like that?
I think people were shocked, because I was singing on that song. I think people were so used to me like rapping. Like even now, I rap more than I sing.
Yeah.
But that one, I was that my first one? No, I was releasing music before then. But that one, I don't know. It just.
Well, I mean, I'm not asking you performing now, but like, how the song went? Like, I'm only curious because I might have heard it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I might have heard it
you
back
really
then.
want me to sing it live?
You gotta sing, but I mean, you could kind of tell me like, you don't know the tune,
like describe the song.
Yeah.
Okay, so the song was about how I met him at the mall and how we walked to the Apple store and we took pictures, we exchanged numbers, and he told me to hit him up, and I hit him up, and we became best friends and stuff like that. It was like telling a story in a way.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I'm asking because if I ask people like from your era, I don't know what class you from, whatever. Like I'll ask that later, but like they gonna know this song. I guess
they would know that one. Hit Me Up, but they would
it's
really
called
know
Hit Me Up.
Hit Me Up. Okay. But after Hit Me Up, I dropped another single. It was called Get It, and that's where everybody kind of really, know.
But Hit Me Up was first though.
Yeah, that was a singing song, but the rap song came afterwards. It kind of went like this.
Okay. So from there, like, what'd you do? Like, so you got the 2 songs out, and what, you in high school or you in middle school?
I was in high school. I think 9th grade. 9th, 10th grade.
Okay. So you
No, maybe middle school, 14, 15.
I think that's high school. 14, you're a freshman. I mean, I don't know. I was.
Yeah,
I was.
9th grade. You're right, 9th grade.
Okay. What school you went to?
I went to West Side.
Okay. I kind of knew that already. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yes.
I'm saying I ain't going to lie to you. Right now.
The best side.
Yeah, I don't. All right. Hey, teachers on.
I love West Side.
The West Side love you?
They do.
Okay.
I was a good student.
Were you?
Yes.
Okay, that's what's up. So like, you got good grades? You just was.
I wasn't like a failing student. I probably got like A's, B's, and C's. But I think towards graduation, I had like A's, B's.
Okay. What was your time like in high school though? Like, what was high school like for you?
So I got pregnant towards the end of my senior year.
All right, hold up. Okay. That's a big jump.
Yeah. Got it up. Yes.
I was thinking, well, I want to get to that, but I was thinking more so like, Did you get along with people? I mean, because we already speaking and we talking, so I know that yes, you are a rapper, but you sing.
Yes.
I also feel like, and I could be wrong. You let me know if I'm wrong, because there's negative connotation with women rappers. But I feel like a lot of times when rappers, people view you guys as aggressive because you rap. So a lot of times you rapping and like even now you talking one way. If they hear your song, you got a whole different voice, right? Yeah. And I'm not saying you code switching. You just that's you as a rapper. That's the rapper version of you. So I feel like, but sometimes when you talking to people or like you have an issue with somebody, it kind of it's hard to get mediated sometimes too because you're a rapper. So and you're looked at as aggressive because you rap. Right? See, right now, like the face you're making, it's a rapper face. Like,
is it?
You missed it now.
I can't even see it.
Now you're smiling, so it's going. But just a minute ago, like you had your eyebrows were scrunched up, like I'm saying something wrong, right? So I was asking that question as like, and you're a woman, then a girl, but young lady, like, and it's West Side, it's Augusta, so I know it's rough. Like, you didn't have to like, or have to get into like, whether you fight scuffles like that with people because of those things, or because you're a pretty girl and like, you know, this guy might like you, this guy might like you, but like, I be wondering that because with people as artists, especially women as artists, I feel like y'all get I don't know, y'all just get more of a bad rap when it comes to those kind of things.
I agree.
So, like when I say describe your time there, I'm talking about like the good, the bad, the ugly. Like the good time, you had a good crew, okay. With bad times, it's that and third. I want to know like what were you like before what we seeing right now?
Okay, so can I say high school? Okay. Oh Lord, they're gonna be like, what? So in high school, I wouldn't say I was timid. I was more of even now I'm more of a quiet person. Like anybody that know me know, like I'm quiet. But if we cool, that's when you get that bubbly side. I'm funny, I'm this. But if I don't really know you, I'm really standoffish. But when it comes to like high school, I would say maybe ninth and 10th. Yeah, ninth and 10th grade, you had those older, maybe the seniors that were kind of, I don't want to say be jealous of you, but you know, females be trying to bully you or think they bully you. And it's just, I kind of dealt with it. I dealt with it, I think, in elementary school, grade school. It's weird. I don't think it's I hate to say the pretty looks because I'm never that type of person, but it's just weird. You know how you can have the new girl that come to school and everybody want to like pick on the new girl because she the new girl. That's how it is. Like people don't never take that time out of like, okay, let me actually get to know her. Like a lot of people think like I'm cocky, I'm a mean person till they meet me. They like, oh, this bitch cool. I'm cool as hell. I'm funny as hell. I'm chill. But people get this, I don't know. It's weird.
But I'm telling you, it's like that rapper DNA kind of thing. I don't know because I feel like this. I hear you talking right now, and I'm so it's one way. But if I hear a record and like you send a text message, I'm gonna read it in that same tone. You know what I'm saying? So it's going, and plus like it's not. I don't know if you got an alter ego. I don't know if you call. I don't know how we'll get into that in a minute. But like as you are creating and you write music and we hear the music and we know some of it is from real life because art imitate life. It's hard to get that visual out of your mind.
Yeah.
So like something that's small might be a bigger thing, or they might look at it a different way because in your mind you're like, I'm just chill, but they thinking like, yo, nah, she rapping, she aggressive.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you rap back then. I seen some stuff now, but I don't know how you rap back then. What you were saying,
Back then, I think I was aggressive, but my voice wasn't as developed. So it was like a squeakier aggressive.
It's still squeaky, but okay.
Yeah, just a little bit. But now, I was just telling my mama this. It's like them songs that, I don't know. I don't want to say the anger I be having built up, but when I feel like I got to really get some shit across, that other voices come out like, bitch, I'm not playing with you. Like, now if I got them songs, it's like girly, and we twerking, it's gonna be cool. But the serious stuff, it be that other person. I don't know.
Well, so I always I try to compare it and contrast it, and I think of, which I'm gonna ask you in a minute, but I think you answered it before on somebody else's. But I think of things like other rappers, so like Lil Kim, Nicki Minaj, not them versus each other, but just as individuals. They nice. You watch the interviews, they nice. Like great voices, great people. They speak well. They seem super nice, right? But then you hear their records, it's aggressive. But I think with men, we don't have that problem sometimes. Like you could be super aggressive on a song, but you talk one way, nobody bat an eye. It's like whatever. But with women, because I think it's already they try to put you on a box of how you should be.
Yes.
You know, they hear your song, hear your music, and now they got a whole different view of you.
Yes.
And somebody that don't know you, but hear you, or they don't know you, but she raps. They really think they think that you think you tough. You know, so like their approach gonna be a little bit more aggressive with you versus Anna over here who just like she might be pretty too, but she just pretty. That's it. She don't rap, but because you rap or like you got a following or people saying stuff about you, people feel like they gotta be extra aggressive with you. You know, or like you said, if you got a following too, people want that following, so they're like, I'm a pusher, I'm a bully her, and go from there. How do you tackle that though? Because even like I'll ask you now how you tackle it, but like back then, being younger, how did you deal with that kind of attention, aggression, or bullying, quote unquote, whatever?
That's a deep one. Back then, how did I deal with it? I don't know. I think
You didn't run, did you?
I didn't run.
Okay,
Now
that's all that matters. Let's make sure you
fight.
didn't
Like
run.
I used to fight, but I don't know. Back then, I feel like I was more of like a people pleaser. But now, I don't know. I don't.
That's a good question. So what made you a people pleaser? Like what was it? Because like I said, hearing your background and stuff, you are not like born in Augusta, so you're from more of a chill, laid back environment. But you had to adapt to a more aggressive environment, right? Very quickly because you move. What you said you was 12, something like that. You moved here.
Yeah.
So that's middle school, right? That's 7th grade, 6th, 7th grade. So now you West Side or doing your thing in here. So having to make that. Having to adapt to that environment, like what made you want to please people, and then how did that work for you, or not work for you, obviously? So, because I'm pretty sure you stopped at some point.
I think this is like a character flaw for me, but I feel like I have a big heart, and people can see that. So with that being said, it's more of like, not telling people no. Like it's hard now. It's not because I be like no, but back then, I don't know. It's like. I always wanted to help people. But I think sometimes people can see that and they will just kind of play on it. So back then, I think I was just doing stuff to please other people. Like I always knew I wanted to sing and rap, but certain things I feel like I would do just to make my family happy or to make this person happy, but I wasn't doing what would make me happy. But, as I grew and got older, it's like, no, I can't keep living like this. Like, I'm gonna do what make me happy.
Yeah.
So now it's like you were saying, how do I deal with the critics? I'm not gonna lie, some days I have my days where I will call my mom and I'll be in my head. Because it's like, people will see me on Instagram and I'll be twerking. And people get an image of, oh, she's twerking on the internet, not knowing like, this is a job for me. Like I gotta promote my music. If I'm dropping a twerk song, I gotta, But then when they meet me in person, it's like, you don't act like this in person. And it's like, this is a fantasy for you. Like, it's social media is my career. I wish people can take out, what you see on Instagram is not what you gonna see in person.
Yeah, yeah.
Because people will see me in a club, they'll see me on social media and think I'm just so lit. I be at home. I don't be outside. That's my friend. I be at home. Like, only time I go to the club now is if I gotta perform.
Yeah.
Like, I make these music about being outside and I don't deal with nobody. I like my peace. But, people will hear stuff, like they'll listen to your songs and they'll see you on social media and they'll try to put it together like, oh, this is her. But when you get to know me, it's like, oh, she not like that.
Well, I'm curious now, because
Clock that T.
How much of like Deja Cooper the rapper is you as a person? Like, what's the difference? Like what are some similarities with some differences? I'm pretty sure some things are similar, yes, but what's some similarities and differences?
I don't think it's no difference. Like, even with me, with Deja Cooper the rapper, I'm so humble, and that's just me. Like, some days people, like, I forgot what was at the Riverwalk walking, and some dude was like, Deja Cooper. And it's still some days I'll be like, dang, people know me. Because I'm so chill. I don't know. I don't think it's a difference between Me and Deja Cooper, the rapper. Like I be lit at home, like I be lit around my friends, but in clubs I don't be like that.
So I will say this because I just and that, it's not me shooting you, Bill, but I'm gonna be 100. I
Mm-hmm.
will say I don't my first time seeing you obviously, but like, I've seen you on social media plenty of times, whether it be Twitter or Instagram, maybe Facebook. I don't know, but I know you people be sharing you and stuff, so you be out there, And of course, me just not knowing you, not
Yeah.
even knowing, just knowing the name and you got a following, just off that alone, like you already have an idea of who a person is. You hear the music, I'm like, okay, you think one way. And so when we message, even though there was no voice there,
Yeah.
it's just like it changed my opinion of you, I guess. Because rappers do come off as cocky. That's just, and I don't think it's that y'all cocky personally. I think it's that rap is a competitive sport. So a lot of times how you talking is saying I'm better.
Yeah.
I'm better.
I hate
You
that.
don't mean it like you're not good. I'm just saying like I'm good. Like
Yeah.
that's all.
I get what you're saying, though.
And I think a lot of times when I watch from a distance like rappers, mainly women though, y'all get that bad negative connotation of like you think you better than somebody, but it's just music. Like you can't sit. You're not gonna make a song and be like, oh, I'm in the 5th place, man. This is great here. That's not that ain't
You
gonna
can't
fly.
do that.
So you talk like first place, but when men do it all the time and it's never
An issue, but with females is different.
they go. You can have 3 male rappers on a song and all of them can say they're the best and they're not dissing each other. But if you have women do it, it's a thing. That'll cause a whole issue. So I will say for me when you message and then even today, like I was telling the dude I was talking to that even just the call, like a lot of times people don't call. They just show up late, whatever. They don't do nothing. Like,
I'm not like that.
so even you said something about being unprofessional, but I feel like it was more professional. You just keep me posted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm more inclined to be like, okay, well, I can trust that. Not hearing something is like, okay,
Yeah.
So yeah, you do get you have your own ideology of somebody. Like, okay, they're this way. But nah, you kind of super different than what social media may have you as. If that makes sense. In my opinion, I don't know. I could be wrong.
Yes.
I'm on the same interview,
Everybody say that. Like when they get to know me, they be like, she's chill. I don't know. I'm just chill. Like me and my homegirl was just talking about this. I'm not a materialistic person. Like we just chill. I don't know.
So I guess it's funny you say you don't be outside, but like that was the anthem you had last year in 2024. We outside.
2023.
Okay, I seen a post on Instagram that said 24.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, let's say 23. Where did the inspiration from that come from? Like if you so chill, like where did the inspiration come? Cause it's not a chill song. It's,
Okay, so that song, I had just got out of like a toxic situation. And it was kind of one of those songs that was like, you know how once you're dealing with somebody and you being so nice and they take it for granted. And it's like, okay, let me show him I got that to me too. Like, okay, you used to me being in the house. Anytime you hurt my feelings, I'm just crying. No, I'm finna be outside. I'm finna hit my girls up and I'm finna be out the door. So it was like, okay, summertime finna come up. The girls, they need an outside anthem. So I was just listening to beats and I heard that beat and all I was hearing was, I'm outside. So some of the lyrics was a little, false, but it went, and the girls love it.
well, you said false. As a writer, rapper, how much of music do you feel like has to be 100%? Like, do you feel like is that even possible? Like for it to be all the way 100%? Like none of it. Like, and I don't mean fake. Like I don't want to use that word, but you could be songs like you imagine this. It's fantasy sometimes. Like you building on something, so it can come from a real place. It's just not like really how you feel.
Yeah.
But how much of it you feel like has to be true?
I feel like it's whatever you want to say. Like, unless you're telling like about your past, then of course you're gonna tell the truth about that. But if you just get on the beat and do your thing, say whatever. But on that song, I said something about, what was I saying? Papa playing bees. I didn't really do that, but it went with the song. So.
All right. All right.
But people would hear that and be like, oh, this girl outside. Oh, she a Jezebel. But no, it's just,
Oh, what?
A Jezebel, you know. But no, it's just
That's funny.
y'all know them old ladies. They hear that song. What?
But you said something just now, and I think that was important. Not, yeah, it's important too. The popping Plan B's, depending on how you living. But, but what I was gonna say was, you're an artist,
Yes.
so you're really painting a picture, right? So yeah, you saying we outside, and if you have an anthem in mind, you thinking of everybody in the room singing it and getting along to it, right? So you gotta put yourself in the mind of everybody that's outside. It's not like you're not saying, "Hey, me, I'm about to give me all the Plan B. I'm gonna swallow 'em right now." You're not saying that, right? But it's somebody that's outside that's right now.
That's popping Plan B.
They're going to see yes right now
Like one
before
part,
they close.
I said something about drinking liquor. My friends know I'm not a real liquor drinker, but you know it went with the song. So
But somebody that's outside is drinking a lot of liquor.
you know, and they love it,
And
I love y'all.
But that's what I liked about the song, and just about even with artists. I think when you make a song where everybody can relate to, you got to put yourself in the mindset of everybody.
Yeah.
It's not like it has to be only you. Like, because if you went up with just you, it probably wouldn't have been that great of a song.
Yeah.
You don't drink a lot. You're not popping this. You're not doing that. So it's like, is it really outside now? Like you kind of outside. You kind of one foot in, one foot out. But you had to put yourself in the mindset of like
people that's
really out there.
outside for real.
Yeah, so you probably just go on social media, do all this stuff. But yeah, I like that. I do like the idea of that. And like I said, I'm big on music imitating life. So, but when you went, did you know that song was gonna be as big as it was when you made it, like in the studio?
No.
Cause I never made a song in my life, right? I like music, but I be wondering like how y'all know, or if y'all ever know, like when y'all make a song.
If it's that one.
I know people joking y'all a lot. I'm one of them. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. I joke a lot of rappers a lot. Like I just not women though, but a lot of male rappers. Cause some people they go to the studio a lot and nothing ever comes of it, right? But then you got people like you who go there, they come out with something, they got a banger, right? But how many times do you go to the studio and make a song to get like that one song? And like, what's that process like? And how does it feel? Because when you finally catch one, it's like, okay, cool, let's push it. But I'm pretty sure there's a lot of does in the middle of that.
When I'm not gonna lie, majority of the songs I've dropped, I feel like has done something. Like I sleep on my music. Like I'm one of them people. I will write it, and I'll record it, and I'll probably never listen to it again. Because music for me is more of like a way that I express myself. So a lot of these songs, even when I perform them, I gotta go back and listen to them over and over, like to learn the lyrics, because I'll just be doing it and like, okay, I'm gonna go lay this down and never listen to it again. I don't know why I do it. But when I'm outside, everybody can say, oh, that's the one. But I always like, whatever. All right. But it blew up and I was shocked like, damn, they outside for real.
But I guess when I see it as a consumer, I'm seeing it with a visual too. So of course I'm seeing you got women dancing and stuff, and I'm hearing a song like, oh, they like this song.
Yeah.
And even going through the likes, like I remember when it came when you posted the video. At least I don't know what the day it came out, but I remember seeing a lot of people, or women that I follow on Instagram, liking it, and that let me know. Cause like, there's a lot of talk about whether locals gonna support you, this, that, and third, right?
Yeah.
So when you do start seeing like them local people in your likes, like you're like, oh yeah, I really, because it's easy to not support somebody that's local, because not because you hate them, because you see them all the time. Like they right there. I can see you at Walmart. I can see you here. So I'm not like inclined to just like your stuff. So when they do it, you know, like, okay,
I got you.
to put in perspective, I didn't even know you was even from here. So when I first seen that, I didn't know. I'm like,
Everybody say that. They're like, I thought you was from Atlanta. No.
because everybody was liking it, but people, they don't do that here. They don't like, not for me. I get a lot of support, but like a lot of people that make music, I hear them complain about people here not pushing them, or I guess whatever. So when first thing I would go through life, I go through them times.
I dealt with it though.
Follow. So people want to support you at first?
Yeah. I feel like now
Was
they're
the music
starting to
good
catch on.
at the time?
A lot of people always be like, "That's you slept on." I always felt like I was the underdog in a way. But now, after I'm outside and then just dropping, now it's like, okay, people got their eyes on me, and I can tell.
Well, you started doing music in middle school, high school, and we outside with 2023. So like, what was that? I mean, you had a gap there. I probably made music, but like, was we outside? Like, was that your first like big record? Like, opposed from the Hit Me Up and stuff like that, but that's early on.
Cause I had one called "Sex Slave." It's like an R&B song. And then I had another one called "Topic Interlude," and I kind of dropped those back to back. And from there, I went viral on one of them, and it was my numbers was pretty good.
Well, speaking of numbers, I ain't a numbers guy, but I don't know if you can answer stuff. But like, you also got a big following on Instagram. I don't know how, like almost 100K if I'm mistaken, something like
Close,
that.
but not there yet.
Not yet, yeah. Well, you probably be there by next week.
Yeah, look.
But like, how did you get that? Like, what was that process like to get so many followers on Instagram? Was it over time? Was it just
Yes, because I've had that
off the
Instagram
record?
since high school. So I honestly hit 100K. I did. It went down maybe 2 weeks later. But I think it's more of like you got to be consistent. Like now, this is like the most I've ever been consistent.
From 2023 on to now?
Yes.
Okay.
Before then, I'll post and then I'll just go ghost and come back. But you got to be consistent or your algorithm, all that's gone. Numbers, you get shadow banned, especially with them people, them haters, they be reporting your stuff. Your page will get shadow banned. Like my numbers, oh.
Why you paid? Why you reporting it? What you doing?
You know, say if you got a girl that don't want you to go viral, they could report it and say you're naked, even though you're not naked, and it will shadow ban your page. So I deal with that a lot. So that's why I'm kind of now I like social media, but I really hate it.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So say like if you dance and twerk or something, they'll try to say it's nudity or something.
And
in
it
there.
don't get viewed like that no more.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
okay, that makes sense. But yeah, so you got a huge following on Instagram, and then I guess over time from having it since high school. But you saying you wasn't consistent, right? So what was the reason for a lot of the inconsistency? Because you say you like music,
Yeah.
so like what would be a reason for you to not put out music? You know,
So I'm one of them people that's like, I feel like I can do everything. Like, I want to do music, but then I started like a hair company. Then went from the hair company to, I forgot what else I was doing. I couldn't juggle all of them. So I kept putting music on the back burner. So then I'm in school, full time in school. And then, of course, I'm a mom. So I don't know. I felt like, I'm going to put this to the side for a minute. So I was never consistent.
well, I want to go back a little bit to some stuff real quick because you just mentioned something. So when when you became a mom, you were still in high school. You had graduated before you had the baby, or
I was a senior about to graduate.
okay. So what was that like? Well, I want to go back a little bit. I was asked this question when you found out. Like, walk me through that. When you found out, like the day you found out.
Ooh, I'm not gonna lie, I knew something was up because I kept eating. And then it's like a symptom, but your boobs would be like really heavy. So at that time, I'm in high school, so I wasn't really, I was skinny in high school. So I'm feeling all these body changes, and I don't think I was throwing up with my son, but I could just tell something was up. Like the way I was eating was crazy. So from there, and then, you miss your cycle. And then when I took the test, I didn't believe it. I think I took the test around 2 or 3 something that morning. Like my child's father, he was in North Carolina. He had went on this trip. So
Having a good time.
with his family. So I took the test and I'm freaking out. I remember I'm freaking out because, I'm in high school. I'm ready to go on my senior trip pregnant. Like, So I took the test and it said positive. I didn't believe it, so I went to Walmart. Like I said, it's 3 something in the morning. I got the little box with 2 more tests because I didn't believe it.
Notice an old story.
Look.
Walmart 2 and 3 in the morning.
They don't do that no more.
What a time.
So I took the next one like, nah, this ain't real. Like, I didn't want to believe it. But yeah, I told my mom, and at first she was never mad. It was more like disappointed. Like, I always loved children, always. But it was more like a little bit of disappointment, but she was like, I know you're going to be a great mom, so don't worry about it. We got you. Whatever you lack it, we're going to help you with. So it was pretty smooth.
Was it hard to make music with all that going on, like being pregnant,
Yes,
knowing you?
I had stopped doing music then because I was trying to graduate. I was working 2 jobs. Yeah, once I hit that age to work, I was ready to get a job. I don't like depending on people. I like having my own money. So once I hit that age, I got 2 jobs and I was a senior. I had A's and B's and I was working 2 jobs.
What's up? But What was hard to make music? Why was it hard to make music during that time? Was it because that was like on the back burner now? Like
Yeah.
life came at you fast?
Because I wanted to keep my grades up, my GPA up, and my job. So it's like I wanted to make money.
Did you have plans at that time? Did you have any plans for your life like before you
Yes.
took
I wanted
that
to go
test?
to Spelman.
Oh, okay.
Like right out of high school, I wanted to go to Spelman. And I wanted to dance at Spelman. But, you know, God had other plans, but hey.
I mean, did you dance at Westside or something?
I did.
That might be something you want to tell me. I asked you. I said.
Oh my God, I forgot.
Yeah, I said, how was
did.
high school like? Oh, it was fun.
I danced. I was a
You was in a band?
majorette. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you was a dancer.
In that pain. I was a dancer, a cheerleader.
Okay, because I was going to ask you because you said like you be chill, but obviously you do your song, you twerking that there. I was going to ask where it come from then, but you come from dance.
Yeah.
Which is another thing I think twerking has its own, I guess, sexual representation.
Yeah.
But you just a dancer. You dance anyway.
I love dancing. I be in the mirror. I be think I'm Sierra.
You still Dougie?
Huh?
You still Dougie though? Like
I be Dougie. I be in there crank that Soldier Boy. I be lit. Me and my boys, we be get silly. I'm really childish. I'm fun. I'm chill, but I'm like a big kid.
That's cool, man. That's funny though. All right, so now we know you was a dancer at Westside, so All right, shout out. I want to always saying that Westside the best side. I'm trying to figure out what you were doing other than music. But now I'm seeing it, and I don't know, like you didn't say people were, like a bunch of people, but I'm not one, but I could see people or a group of people not liking you. Like, it seemed like you were doing everything well. You got good grades, you know what I'm saying? You got make good music.
I stayed with my hair done.
Your hair was done. That can help people sometimes because everybody's hair don't be done, apparently.
My mama did play. Shout out to her.
Shout out to your mom, man. Definitely. But and then going back to like with having kids or a kid at the time. So you didn't create no music, but you were in the space to create music, right? Mm-mm. So what kind of space do you need to be in? Like, do you prefer to be in rather to create music? Like, what's your favorite space to be in while creating music?
That's so crazy, but I feel like I always start back doing music like after a heartbreak. Every time.
You got that Mary J. Blige syndrome.
You know, because it's like you got them emotions in you and you got to get it out. And music is my way of like, okay, before I put my hands on you and let me put this.
I thought you were in a fighter. Like, what happened? I thought you was bubbly.
But I am a lover. But you know, when a person try you, and you try to be the bigger person, it's like sometimes you got to show somebody like, hey, I can get like that. Even though I don't want to get like that, I can't get like that. So before I get like that, I'd rather just go to the studio and release on a beat. That's where that other voice come in.
That aggressive voice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What artists do you like in Augusta? Not Augusta. What artists do you like rappers like mainstream right now? Or who influences you? This is going somewhere. I was told to say this, so I want to make sure I say it right.
I like men rappers.
Okay, not women.
Oh, I like women. Lotto, Glow, Nikki. But a lot of times in my car, you're going to hear some, I don't know. It might switch up. You might get Soulja Boy one day. Then you might get Young Boy.
What day is Soulja Boy? I just want to make sure that nobody drives in the car with you that day. You just by yourself with your two boys.
Me and my boys, if it come on with my best friend, we be in there. It don't matter. We could be walking down Broad Street and we're here, we dancing. Like,
that's what's up.
Yeah.
So you said gorilla. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because when I said your voice, I was on the phone before you came, mm-hmm. and I was like, yeah, I'm interviewing such and such, such and such. Another West Side person, shout out to Cam. He was like, oh, gorilla? I was
Why
like,
what
was he? He was like, make sure you talk to, you say, now he said gorilla of Augusta. I don't put people in a box. I don't say things like that. I don't want to put anybody in a box of just Augusta because then you'll never go nowhere. But he did say gorilla. And I started thinking about the song. I said, damn, you know what? I don't hear her, but I hear aggression.
Yes, that's what it is. I feel like a lot of people, they get that kind of like misconstrued in a way. Like, I guess because everybody's so used to Glow in her voice that when they hear another female that can kind of come on and be aggressive, it's like, oh, she sound like Glow. But it's like, no, I'm my own person.
Well, It's kind of crazy 'cause I think almost every woman sounds aggressive, like at raps, unless they're not trying to sound aggressive. Like Little Kim don't sound like that. Nicki Minaj don't sound like that. Even Lotto to a extent don't sound like how she sound when she's talking. They all sound like a little more aggressive. So
Yeah.
I don't know why Glorilla stands out so much. Maybe because of her accent. I don't know, but yeah, they said to say that, so it was funny. I don't know. You must get that often. I don't even
Yes.
you must get that
Like
a
somebody
lot.
be like, oh girl, this sound like Glow. No, it's me, guys.
But actually, do you think that's because we talk about like songs taking off and stuff like that, right? Do you think it's hard in your field for women rapping songs to take off when there's already somebody in that lane? So let's say Gorilla's already out. Do you think it's hard for like let's say we outside to get like get on mainstream because people feel like it sound like Gorilla?
Cause it's like, especially now with TikTok, I feel like it's easy to go viral. It's easy to blow up. It's just how you work it. Now I haven't learned how to work it yet, but it's certain artists still to this day that sound alike, but hey, they both mainstream.
Yeah.
I think it's just more of your image and how you pop it. Like even with me, even though people would say like, okay, she sound like Glow, I will always go back and like, okay, I know how to come a little different. Like I know how to be. I switch it up sometimes.
Yeah.
So one day you might get a rap song and it's like, okay, she sound chill. But then one day you might get one, it's like, okay, she sound like Glow. This day, you just
for the
never
record,
know.
I don't think you do. I think that people saying that because of
The aggression that comes off.
not just because she a
No.
good rapper.
Yeah.
And they think you're a good rapper. I think that sometimes that's what it be too. I don't know. We have this thing we do when somebody's doing something good, we have to compare them to somebody that's already on.
Yeah.
If somebody make a good movie right now, they say, "Oh, you next Tyler Perry." You know, that's stuff they do. I don't like it because I feel like it boxes you in.
Yes, I don't want to be
and it
boxed
keeps
in.
you underneath somebody when it's like, let me just be me.
Yes, I
Like when
agree.
Glow came out, nobody said, "Oh, she sounded like Lil Kim" or "She sounded like this person." It was like, "Oh, who's this?" and you just go from there.
But you see that a lot now. Like even when they try to come, I hated that they do it to females because they rarely do it to dudes. They'll do it sometimes with the whole, oh, she sound like so and so, or she trying to be like so and so. I hate it. It's like even now, even with me being local, I could tell how they try to put us against each other. It's so weird. I hate it.
I agree. I think one of the first time I actually heard you rap, funny you say that now, is it was on it might have been like a cipher or something, maybe a mic down site. I don't know what it was called. It was somewhere on Instagram. I know I seen
Play a
it.
mic down, yeah.
Yeah, but it was a few of y'all. I'm saying y'all like women
Rappers.
rapper. Yeah, and I know like I don't know if who's cool, who not cool. I don't want to get into all that, but I know they had I can't even think of her name right now, but she was the queen of he was saying the queen of Augusta. They had her on there, had you on, and I was more so shocked at the camaraderie that everybody was showing because even as y'all rapping, I feel like people was supporting this and third, and you don't see that with women a lot. A lot of times it's like I ain't doing that, or it's like it's verses like togetherness. So I was more concerned with that. But that was my first time I ever heard you rap. You know, I was like, okay, well, all right. Because you hear a song, but you never know. And then even here talking to you now, I'm gonna ask you still, but it seemed like you actually write your own stuff. And everybody can't say that. Like, especially when it comes to women and rapping. Everybody don't write their own stuff.
Yeah.
How important is it to you to keep it authentic to where like you writing, like you penning your own thing versus somebody else saying like, "Let's come to the studio, I got a song for you." Like, are you okay with that, or is like you rather write your own stuff?
It's like I'd rather write my own stuff, but I know like once you hit that mainstream, or if you sign to somebody, that's gonna be something that's gonna be on the table. Like especially when it comes to albums. If you look at a lot of artists' albums, a lot of the songs aren't written by the artists.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like it will become a point where it's like, okay, somebody wrote a song, we want you to do it. And I don't think I would turn it down, you know?
I don't think women should, but I also feel like even some men get a backlash on that. But like you got people like Kanye West, of course Drake. They talk about Drake, Kanye West, who all they do is collab on songs. Yes, they can rap, but if you can put 4 or 5 heads together and make like 3 great verses, they gonna take it. You know,
agree.
and I don't think nothing wrong with that. If you know you can hold your own, you should still be good.
Facts.
Now, if you're just not writing at all, you're just showing up and you
don't
doing
know
like
what to
hey,
tell
how to
you.
write this, how to write, then that's different. But I do feel like women get a bad rap for that a lot, like as if y'all don't write, y'all write your own stuff.
Yeah.
When it comes to the camaraderie, because you mentioned like people trying to pit other artists against each other, is that something like you big on wanting to collaborate or just not collaborate, but just be cool. Like, hey, it's no beef. We can both
Yeah,
exist.
so I had just did a big event at the scene maybe two weekends ago. And it was kind of like, it was called Deja Cooper and Friends. And it was an event I put together with, with, of course, with the help from the club owner and stuff. Shout out to Mike. But I had put this event together because it was like, I wanted to show Augusta is other talent. There's a lot of people that I feel like is dope artists that don't get seen. So right now that I got, a little bit of light on me, I was like, okay, I have no problem with sharing my platform with other people. So I put this event together with, different artists, different female artists, different male artists, just to showcase it. And it was pretty dope.
How'd you feel performing? Like, how are you as a performer? Let me ask that question. Are you how you are right now, or are you like you turned up? Like,
Now the last performance at this event I'm talking about, I was lit because it was like a accomplishment for me because I seen everybody felt like superstars that night. Like it felt good, to see people finally get their flowers in a way. And then people gave me my flowers and it was just like, especially when I be feeling like I'm not seen for real. So it was a great night. So that night I was a little lit. But normally I'm pretty lit, but that night I'm twerking, I'm with the heels,
you was outside that night?
I was outside that night.
That was outside days.
Outside.
That's another thing. 'Cause, like, was you ever inclined to like shorten your name? Because it's Deja Cooper, right? You ain't never think like, I'm not trying to make you do it, but like Deja
I thought
Cooper.
about it.
Did you not do it because of Deja Loaf?
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna ask
Because
that
I
question today.
wanted to do Dej, but I'm like, everybody they gonna think Dej low.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm just gonna keep my name.
You just can't win, huh? Like
Yeah.
then you did that. Now they saying go.
I hate to share my name.
But even amongst just say whether it's the city, whether it's just women in general, is it hard to work with women? Like it's damn, okay, that was quick.
It is. We talk about this all the time. Like you have some women that's like, okay, it is the actual girl empowerment, but then you have some of them that would preach about it but don't really be on it.
You know what they call it the other day? I seen it. Girly girls. They say people. They be like, y'all not really girly girls. I'm not a girl, so I don't know how this stuff works.
But let
Like,
me say
explain it to me.
girls. I'm a girl's girl. Like I'm for the girls. Some people don't be for the girls. I'm so serious. And as soon as I peep it, I get the fuck from around it because I'm a girl's girl for real. And I hate to be genuine to you and you not being genuine back to me. So that's why a lot of time I stay to myself. If I'm not with my close friends, like her that's right there, or my other friend Britt, I'm to myself.
Let me ask you, because I don't know. I'm a guy, and I try to stay out of girls' issues. And you gotta listen, and you should do the same. But like, what's a girl's girl?
A girls is like, even though you do the same thing I do, I'm still gonna support you. I'm gonna share your stuff. I don't look at you as competition. Like even now, I don't look at nobody I rap with as competition. That's why majority of the time you will never hear me on songs like I'm the best, I'm this. I let people talk. Me, I just be chilling. I don't know. I feel like all that is just I don't let the stuff get in my head. I'm very humble, so.
Well, no. I saw something you said you ain't being humble no more. So
I know, but
did we change back
just,
that quick? Like I feel like it was a couple weeks ago.
I feel like I can be. I cannot be humble and still pop my shit without being like I'm the best at this. I'm the hottest in Augusta. I don't feel like that because I know it's other people that might rap. Everybody got different styles. You might not think I'm good, but I think I think I'm the shit. So I don't. But I hate when they try to put us against each other.
Yeah, and I purposely when it comes to but then I don't know because you say that, but I feel like it's some women that play into it because for every 3 women that feel like they're not gonna play into the whole women versus women thing,
Yeah.
it's really another two or another 3 that's willing to take that route because that's what's gonna set them apart, or they feel like that's what's gonna set them apart.
Yeah.
And it seemed like with you kind of let the music set yourself apart from everybody. Whereas like you just said, I ain't gonna say I'm the best, but I'm gonna put these songs out, and then I guess we just gonna see from there. What happens.
That's like one thing about me. Like I just stay in my lane. Like I think every person that meet me, they'll just say that I don't try to fit in. I don't ride waves. Like whatever I put out is never. The whole I think I'm the best is like, okay, they may like it, they may not like it. I'm always open to collabing, and I'm always giving people their flowers. I don't know. I just be chill. I look at this as more as like this is my passion, other than I'm competing with somebody. Even though I know it's a job, I'm never one of the people that's like, I think I'm better than my friend. No, she dope, I'm dope. But we just in two different lanes. So.
What about like the making music portion of this, I guess, industry for women? Like, is it hard to make music? And I asked that because I was me myself the other day. It's just funny I'm talking to you now. I don't know how it went, but it alluded to the fact that like you got producers that are like that'll try y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sugarcoat it. They'll try y'all. I will read it right now because it's funny, but I'm really asking a serious question. Cause I don't want to. I don't make light of it because for some people like they want to do music for real. It's what they want to do, but then they put in these predicaments where like people might act like they like your talent. Oh yeah, I got you.
But whole
They
time
ain't really
they
got
just,
you. They trying to get you though.
yes. Who that's like this. I'm gonna speak on this one situation I had. It was this guy that used to record me, and he used to try to talk to me, but I'm one of the people that's like, I hate to mix business with pleasure. I hate that. Like, you gonna stay what you doing, I'm gonna do what I do. But he kept a song for me because I wouldn't like give him the time of day. And I never got my song. But I'm thinking it's something that I just go through, but no, a lot of women go through that. Like you got men that really think like they be running shit. And I don't like it. And especially with me, like for example, I don't have no manager, so a lot of people think they can get over on me because she just by herself. And before music was more of like a male thing, but now it's more female. But no, when they be trying that, they be saying like, oh shit, she know what she talking about. We can't do that with her. So I don't know. The men are weird, but the females are weird too. So
But, to your point, and what I was talking about earlier, again, for every two or three, I'm gonna say two or three, women artists, or female artists, women artists, that ain't going for it. It's two or three that's going for it.
cause some people feel like that's their way out. But like even now, I'm so big on I want to stay independent. Like if I was to ever sign, they gotta be talking numbers. I gotta have artist control. I don't want all that you telling me what to write about. I don't like that. Like let me be my own artist. So if a label not talking about that, I'm fine with just doing it by myself. I like doing it by myself. Can't nobody take it from me. Can't nobody say I built her. She wouldn't be her if it wasn't for me. No, I did this, so it feel good.
Do you think? I wonder if I don't know. I don't know how I would be able to navigate this or calculate. But I wonder, would it be harder for a woman, women artist, rapper, to go independent or a male? Because it's a lot of maintenance for women as well. And I think sometimes even with the signing deals, like I'm not saying you're gonna care about this, but like you tell a woman like, oh, you're gonna have your own stylist, your own this, your own that.
Yeah.
Already you like, oh, hold on, I ain't gotta pay for that now. You know what I'm saying? So it's already in your mind like, damn, hold up now.
It feel good.
No, I got a makeup artist. I have and I think with women, it do come. It's you got to pay for more before you get anything, just because they're women anyway.
Yeah.
And that's just maintenance alone. That's not even recording. That's not studio
It's a
time.
lot.
That's not traveling. That's just like because they got to travel too.
Yeah.
You gotta get your hair done. A guy, you give him a hat.
It's a lot. And I feel like critics are more harder on the females. Because you could have oversized male artists, but they be really hard on oversized females. For real. Like, you will see an oversized male blow up before you see an oversized female blow up. It's very rare.
I mean, you got what's that girl, Lizzo?
But yeah, that's the only person you see. And you see, they tore her down a lot. Like, but with a male, they don't be like, oh, he's big. They'll set the male. But with a female, they'll come at her, make her feel like she's not beautiful. You gotta get a BBL. But they don't tell these niggas to get a BBL. Like, why they come at the female so hard? I don't like it.
What you want? I mean, how can y'all change that? Like, what can people? Because it's women that do it too. Like, I know you're saying they, but both genders go at the women. It's not just men. Cause like
they be in the comments. He need to lose weight, but males, I feel like they got it easier.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree because I feel like a male can be ugly in a song or go. a lot of,
He'll blow up.
but you really
Females,
can't
you
get
gotta
that.
have the package.
You got
in
to.
my opinion,
You have to.
something. Face, booty, something.
I'm trying to think now. I don't think there's I mean, you got glow, I guess, but it's not a woman rapper that's like not attractive.
Yeah.
And even with Glorilla, it took a lot of work. They really pushed her in front of us a long time before people was like, you know what, I like her.
Charlie, Glow so fine.
Now, to some people, like they be saying that. So
Yeah.
it do take a lot of work. Even that is probably they probably invested so much money in just that alone, in the idea of, hey, she's a sex symbol.
I was just saying that, like, you are really your own brand. You gotta invest into yourself. You're your brand. So,
It's easier said than done though. Cause I mean, it's hard to just say I'm gonna take 50,000. Just
cause me, I be trying to save. That's me. But
if you try to be independent, you
I might spend
you gotta
it,
spend. Like
yeah,
you're gonna have to. So I seen somewhere. I don't know if you want to talk about it now, but I did see somewhere where you said you actually turned down a show. And I don't know what the specific was. Maybe it wasn't nothing involved, whatever. I do think that's an independent mindset right there. Like I need something.
yeah.
Ain't anybody else,
It's a lot of
funding me.
maintenance,
Yeah.
hair, this, that, just to go in a club and at least something.
So, but as far, and I want to get into, I know you got a project out, but I want to get into a few more questions before I ask about that project. But as far as like, even with the maintenance, like how much does it take? Like right now, like think about you, how much does it take? How much do you think it cost you to just come here today?
Just come here today.
Like you gotta get your hair done, you gotta get done right.
It was already done, so just gas. That's it.
Okay.
Lashes I already had, so
But all that costs money still. Like you have to do it anyway.
yeah.
You can't walk around crazy.
I just said it. I be wanting to walk around with my bonnet because I'm so chill. I just want to be a chill person. But I'm like, Deja, you have an image. You gotta. But I still wear my bonnet. I'm not gonna lie.
So I know you said that this was like your most consistent stretch. And from what I've seen, you had no projects out prior until recently. So even with your inconsistency, you just putting song. It was just song here, and then
Singles.
whatever, right?
Dropping singles.
Then We Outside come out. Was that on a project? So that was just also just a single. And you kind of push that for, and that's something you could push every summer, technically speaking. It's not even
still on the radio, still to this day.
That's crazy.
The performance I had 2 weeks ago, I was kind of shocked. Like every performance, I'm always nervous. But when I got to that song, people was literally singing it word for word, and I still be shocked. Like, dang, y'all know this? It's really an anthem. They be outside.
Nah, that's like I said. I know the song though. You could just tell. Let me tell you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a guy, and I say I'll be the one to tell you, right? I know a song really gonna go when I'm like making a face to it, like, I don't. Cause not that I don't like the song. It's just like the thought of somebody you dealing with thinking they about to be outside for real, right?
And it's like, the middleman, they was mad.
You gotta go home and hug your girl.
Like, I tell my homegirl all the time, like, tell your dude, we outside. Look, we outside. Right now, I got her outside. She's supposed to be inside, but she's outside.
Yeah, see, that can't fly, man. That can't fly. But so once that record took off, what went into you saying, okay, I'm going to release a project now?
I always wanted to do a project, but I feel like, of course, with my responsibilities, I feel like I didn't have the money to just spend right then and there to actually put a project together. Even though I wanted to do more stuff like drop visuals on the day, it was like, Deja, you can't keep holding all this music. Like, tomorrow's not promised, just drop it. So that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to just drop it. I'm going to put this together. Like, it didn't take me long to write my EP. Majority of those songs I wrote in 2 days. The other ones I probably already had 2 already recorded. But it didn't take me long.
Real quick, what's your writing process like? So you didn't take long. So where you writing it at? Like, where you writing in the house or wherever you live? Are you writing it with headphones on? Like,
headphones outside. I gotta sit outside. I feel like when I'm outside, I love nature. So I feel like when I'm outside, it's a different, I don't know, I'm in my zone.
So are you writing and then rapping at the same time? Like,
so before that was my process, like just it coming to my mind and writing it. But now I got 2 phones. So I would sit a recorder on one phone and I play the beat on the other phone and I freestyle it. And whatever I mess up on, I'll just go back and listen to it and punch it in, and I'll be done with the song. It's a lot easier now.
Yeah. That's dope
Yeah.
though.
Thank you.
Okay, I like that. Okay, I was wondering that because people they say they writing. I don't know if you had a whole book full of just raps.
I used to. Growing up, yeah, but I don't started writing in my phone. So
Okay, everybody got the notes now. So
yeah.
I don't think people can write no more. I write now, my hands start hurting, honestly.
My hand hurt. I'm
Yeah, I
shaking
can't
it.
do it no more. It's hard writing these notes I'm writing down right here. But so who would you speak to, or what transpired where you was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and record these songs now. Like, you got studio time, you got all the stuff you gotta do. So what was that process like, finding the right engineer or all these things for?
So shout out to my engineer, Jorge. So
Oh, shout out to Jorge, man. That's the homie.
Studio Plug 706. So with him, it's like when I go to studio, I record fast anyways. So I could probably I'll book an hour and I'll do 2 songs an hour. Like, I do it fast because by the time I get in the studio, it's like, okay, I know how I'm gonna come on the song. I got it kind of memorized. So I'll go and I'll knock out 2 songs an hour. And then I'll book another session and knock out another 2 songs. So I think my project had 8 songs. So I put money to the side to at least record it, and then of course mixing and mastering it. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna just drop it instead of holding it. Just drop it. That's what I did.
So and it's called Return to Sender, right? And then the leading single from that was Belt Ass.
No, Belt to Ass was like, oh yeah, you're right. That was the leading single before I dropped that one.
And what inspired that song?
So Built the Ass was like, I'm not playing with y'all. Like, I'm coming through and putting Built the Ass. Like, playtime over with.
That's funny. I asked that because I heard this saying a few times, and I thought that was like just a slogan. So when I went and did my homework on some of the stuff you was doing, I said, okay, that's a song. Okay. So and I know, like you said, the breakup kind of helped We Outside. So I didn't know if you had another breakup and you just beat somebody up this time or something. So.
With Build the Ass, it was more of like, I got back into my zone.
Bigger
so
speech.
It's like, okay, I done sat out for a little minute. Now I'm coming back, I'm putting Build the Ass. Like, okay, done being humble, sweetie. It's time for me to put my foot on your neck. So it's just like a warning. And then I dropped the EP. And even with the EP, as soon as I was working on those songs, but I started working on other songs like, okay, so I got my next single finna drop. It's like I've been working.
Yeah.
So I'm playing everything out.
So would you say now, like you a full-time artist now?
Yes. I don't play no more.
That's dope. I like that, but I like the consistency. I'm that's all I push is people being consistent. So long as you keep being consistent, you be fine. Like, you don't need a We Outside every time, but if you can get one, why not, right?
Yeah.
But I think the more you do it, the more people are, because you never know. Like, a month from now, that song could just go up even more again.
Yeah,
like,
I'll be seeing that.
Is that on there? Is that on there too?
The EP?
Return to Sender?
Return to Sender had all new songs nobody ever heard.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I was actually shocked they did the numbers that it did. But hey.
And how, but like, because you say you don't have a manager and stuff, so how you navigate your business part of all of this without that piece? I mean, you can not that you can't do it on your own, but it's hard to be an artist and then have to put that manager hat on as well.
It's like I really have to stay focused. I gotta stay on myself because if I don't, I'll slack off. But I tell myself if I slack off, then everything I just worked so hard for is just gonna go back down. I kind of tell myself I'm almost there, so I keep going. So.
All right, well, I think that's dope in itself. But just tell me a little about your time, when you are in the studio, because you say you record fast. Can you give me any pointers? Because I don't think every rapper can record fast. Some of them be in there 5 hours. And they come out with nothing. They don't have no songs.
I be hearing some stories. I would say kind of memorize your song. At least know how you gonna do it. If you go in there and just do it off the top of your head, hey, whatever floats your boat. But the way I do it, I practice it at home and then I go there and I lay it down.
What's your expectations for the project? Or I know you're gonna take time to push and stuff, but what are some short-term goals you have with this project? I know one of them was obviously the
Honestly,
show that you did. So
this might be shocking, but I don't set expectations. Like I try to keep promoting it, but I try not to set expectations. Like I just try to keep it more of like just keep promoting yourself. Cause I feel like when I set expectations and it don't do what I want to do, I start to doubt myself. So I just be like, okay, let it do what it do, and just keep dropping stuff. It's gonna come.
what about like any collaborations with artists outside of the city? Like, have any artists reached out to you outside the city?
I actually just did a song with this guy from Detroit, and the beat was a lot different from what I was used to, but it kind of took me out my comfort zone, and I did my big one on it.
Now Detroit, they got a certain sound in Detroit. Though.
Yeah,
I like the sound. Don't get me
and
wrong.
his sound is so different from how we sound. Like it's a little, I don't want to say squeaky, but it's different from the down south.
Yeah.
Like even the beat he chose, so it was like, oh, this different.
What? And it's not to create any kind of divide or friction, but like, what do you prefer and why? Like, is it? Do you think it's more of a good promotion to record people outside the city versus in the city, or vice versa, or both? Like, where you find comfort at, and what you think has helped you for like build your following and your brand?
So I haven't really collabed with a lot of people. Like this is my first time actually starting to do features for real. So a lot of the stuff is kind of just been me, but now it's like I be trying to collab because I be realizing like them collabs be it be the ones
Yeah.
sometimes. So and that I'm starting to come out my shell a little bit. So
I think the dope thing about collabing is you never know what that artist like where they at and they come up. They could be a hit a record away from something, right? You do a
yeah.
collab with them, next thing you know they blow up. Well, they going back to their old music and they see you and they come and scoop you up as
And
well.
then you're sharing fan base.
Yeah.
So that's another good way to network.
So like with you having a big following, especially on Instagram, like what's some things you plan to do to kind of stop, I guess, the shadow ban they doing on you? Like, are you just gonna start posting every day or?
I don't know. It's like I'm still trying to figure it out, but it's like I'ma still post because you never know. It might be that one day you post and it go up. So I just try to not think about it for real. But some days it pisses me off.
I know you mentioned earlier, and I don't know if you did anything today, but you mentioned like behind the scenes stuff. We had a little talk about something
I
like that.
forgot my camera.
But I was gonna say like, cause you said you write, right? So like, even that would be dope. Like to hear you write. Like I don't know if you probably not. I don't know how you all would rap, but like, I know Drake had put some out earlier this year. It was a rap, but he was just rapping. You could see him wherever they was at. He's on a couch. He just rapping over
In the
a beat.
studio.
I guess you could say a studio. I don't know, but he was just rapping, right? And it was some freestyle that it was brand new. He was talking about LeBron, I guess, something like that. And I liked it, but I felt like that was dope because it was like a behind the scene footage. Now we ain't had the real, we still don't have the real track yet. We don't know how the track sound, but that was a piece people wanted.
I like
And I just thought that was dope. I'm like, damn, people used to do that back in the day. Like you had a song, you might sit in your car, put the beat on, start rapping.
That's how I blew up. Like I used to go viral a lot on social media from just doing like car raps.
That's dope. That's
I
a lost
love
art
it.
though. Philadelphia, it's like an up north thing now. Philly, New York, they do that. But like, that'd be dope for you to do this. Nobody doing that right now. And if they are, they probably
Bring
still
it
not doing that at
back.
that level. Because that's the essence of rap. It's like, I'm gonna put a beat. That's really a freestyle.
And
It's
it's
not,
showing
you not,
like your raw talent for real.
exactly. And I think, and then you got the other part. Like you got the studio part down. You got the video part down, the visual. So it's not like they can't come to your page and actually see music. You know? I don't think that's something dope to do. And then if you don't do nothing that day you don't like, you can take it down. But then you keep it up. And you just do it day in, day out. I think that's dope too.
And a lot of times them videos used to go viral all the time.
So is it the manager and I'm almost done, but like the non-manager part, is that as a choice or just like it's hard to find somebody that you trust or?
Yes. I've signed some crazy contracts. But now it's like I'm gonna let it come naturally. Me, I'm so quick to jump on to something because it's like I be so ready to just make it, but I be so ready to just, be seen. So it's like somebody come to me, hey, I'll be your manager. I can get you booked. It's like, sign this contract. Here I am signing it. Like, okay, shows. But no, now, it's like now that I see people can be grimy, it's a lot of stuff behind the manager stuff. I'm like, I like the independent route. I ain't got to break nobody out. That's more for my family. So right now I'm handling it. I'm doing it. So until that big old break, I'm gonna keep the money to me.
I'm the same way. I think that even right now, you see, I do everything myself. I don't believe in having like a
Yeah.
team, but I do. It's necessary, you know.
Mm.
But only thing I would say for somebody like you, who obviously enjoy the art a lot, it's gonna be difficult. It's not to like say what you're doing is wrong, of course, but it just be difficult because you just said like you be so quick to sign because you want to do stuff, you want to, but that's the artist in you wanting to be like be an artist, and it's gonna be hard to tell the artist in you, hey, we not doing this.
Yeah.
And so it's just a good mesh when you got somebody that's there for business and your well being and just the betterment of you as a brand that's gonna say yes or no, and you just go ahead and go. Like
And give you that
know,
motivation too.
that's the perfect thing. So it's hard to do on your own because you start battling yourself whether you should do it or not, and then now you're down because you didn't take a deal or you didn't take a situation that probably could work for you,
Yeah.
or you in your own head, and you know. So but it's hard to find that too, especially when you got a woman artist, because sometimes you have men that want to be managers, and they might want more than just a piece of.
Yeah.
They want more. They want a piece of a lot of pies. That might
Big
not
percentage.
be. That might not be up for grabs. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It's tough. I'm happy I'm a god artist. I don't know how y'all do it in this world. Like
We have it hard. Men have it hard too in a different way, but I don't know. I think females
I would say that on a rapper standpoint, because I think everybody, it's life. Life is hard. You know, it's hard. Trump president, but I would say like
he said Trump the president.
I would say, like,
Exactly.
for in the rap sense, I do think it's a time right now where like a woman can say they're a rapper, and it's like, okay, cool if they good, you know, if they bad, and if you know they bad, but if they good, it's like oh wow, you dope. You know, people are enamored. They happy with, you know,
Yeah.
what you're doing. With a guy, it don't matter. Like you could be good. A nigga say he a rapper,
And blow up.
they walk the other way. They don't. I don't know. A lot of male rappers get laughed at until they start to make money. If that happens, you know what I'm saying? But
I agree.
might take them serious. Like, oh, you a rapper? Okay, you ain't got no going for yourself.
I feel like females get the same
You
thing.
think so?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I don't. I never. I don't know. I never dealt with nobody that rap. That's too aggressive for me. I feel like I don't know. I don't know, because if you good, you good. What can you say? You say that, but like the sex appeal of a rapper you like, you know. But as far as like, yeah, you might be right there. Because somebody told me they rapped and they was like trying to talk, I'd probably be like, whoa, what's going on here? Like, what are we doing?
It's more of like, is it your image that you gotta kind of, or what is it, alter ego? I think.
But I seen somebody ask you that though. I think might have been CY, and I don't know what you said. I was doing so much trying to prepare for the day, and but I don't know who asked you that. But it was like the dating rapping thing, right? And I guess I never thought about
It's
it from
hard.
your point of view,
Yeah.
because most that I've seen when it comes to a woman that's rapping, they normally just date rappers. I don't know what it is. They just, but it makes sense because your lifestyle the same. It's like this person got an image, you got an image, so y'all can both block out the image because we both playing the
We both
blindfold
kind of
game.
understand.
But I don't know. I don't know. You tell me, because you the artist. Is it harder like when you meet somebody or somebody meets you, however that works? If they don't already know that you do music and stuff, right? How is it when you tell them? Do they change? They mean to change? Like,
It'd be more of like shock, like, oh, you rap? But when they hear my music, I always tell them up here, like, all right, the music can be a little ratchet. But it's more of like, okay, they'll get to know like me and be like, okay, there's two different people. She a rap about it, but she ain't really doing what she rap for y'all. Like, she be in the house. She like a grandma. For real.
so,
So,
but I guess like in on the flip side of it, does it ever change? Like when you talk to a guy or whatever, let's say y'all talking, then you tell your rap. Do you feel like, well, people feel like because you rap now, you supposed to be a certain way? So are they expecting that? Like, do you feel like they demeanor change when they find out
yeah.
you
Because
rapping?
I've had the guys that would know I'm a rapper, then when we date, it becomes a problem. You know, you got all these people that's, you know, you see me your girls DM and your girls, she got shows, she got studio, and I just feel like personally, if you're not with, I think I said this with CY, if you're not with a secure man, like a man that's secure with himself, You're gonna deal with that no matter what you do. You could work at a plant, and a nigga, if he's insecure, he gonna think you messing with dudes at the plant. So one thing that I used to deal with was like, even with me doing music and having to deal with, male artists, the dude will try to, oh, you're dealing with this guy or this or that, and it's never been that. He was just more of an insecure dude, and an insecure man will project that onto you. So,
Do you feel like should artists like, because with males, they, I don't know if you know, but they'll tell like men like, if you got a girlfriend, don't say you got a girlfriend.
You'll lose your fan bases.
Yeah,
That's
but
real. I
with
lost
y'all,
a
is it the
lot of
same?
followers going public.
Oh yeah, you was out of pocket. First of all,
Even when I got pregnant, oh my gosh, it went low.
yeah,
They
going
don't want
public
to
is
see
wild.
that.
That's a bold move.
They like, oh, you gonna get pregnant? You gonna proceed, Nick? We out here. My followers is gone. I wouldn't mind a private relationship now, anyways, because I'm more low key now. I don't like people in my business, so it don't have to be a secret. I don't mind saying, okay, I got a man, but I don't gotta post him.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh,
I'm for real.
and with just in the business y'all in with women that's rapping, do you ever feel like y'all get treated a certain way based off how y'all look and y'all lyrics?
Yeah. Because I think, like I said, how people will see, say, for example, if you're twerking on the internet or whatever, and people meet you in person, they'll automatically like assume like, oh, she's out there or something. But then when they meet you, they're like, oh, no, she's not. But it's like, it's a job. If you got to make a song about, say if you're making a song, you talking about shooting people, please don't. But you're going to be in that video with guns and stuff, So it's like, if I'm making a twerk song, I'm going to have to twerk one cheek, two cheek. But that don't mean like, oh, she outside for real. It's a job. This is how I get paid. So I'm never going to tell a man or anybody how to live their life or what not to do. It's either you accept it or, hey. As long as I'm not disrespecting my relationship, me doing music shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the songs and in your lyrics, like I said, you got more than just one kind of song. So I'm saying that because of the bigger one, obviously, or y'all saw. But has you ever been approached anything like to like, I don't know, like work a nightlife, work the club, not a stripper per se, but like a bottle girl? Or,
Yeah, I was a bottle girl before.
Oh, so you are okay. So what about that? Like you do that and rapping, or you just did that?
I'm not gonna lie, I quit. I tried 2 different clubs and I quit the first night with both of them. It's like, when you thinking about, getting the money and it sound good, but when you got them disrespectful men in there that pull you and think they can just hit your butt, I don't like all that. I would be smiling in the mugshot. So I just think the club atmosphere is just not for me no more, It feel good, because you look good, but...
But I gotta ask, I'm just, because that's what I do. Like, so can you quit? I ain't got no club because I ain't trying to diss nobody, but like, so you worked that night and then just left? Like,
yes.
Like middle.
I ain't saying nothing.
The middle shift or like.
I didn't finish the night.
On.
I don't like that. Like, and that's another thing people be getting, I don't know, mixed up about me. I'm pretty. I be on the internet. I be doing my thing, but I hate attention. I hate it. Like, I hate it. So, in the club, I like to be low key. I don't like to be in the clubs where there's a lot of people. I just like to have fun. If it's not with my friends, it's like I'd rather be at home.
That makes sense though. I mean, I can see that. I know people like that as well. But like, I keep going back to it. I'm curious. So like, you don't work the whole shift out. You just left.
I just left.
And then you went to another one and said, I'm gonna try it again.
I didn't even bring no bottle out because it's like
Wait, Tom.
It was too much.
So you just was a girl. You wasn't a bottle girl, really. You just.
I'm gonna tell a story time, and I don't care because whatever. So it was this one time where I called myself like, I need this fast money. It was one of them times where people made it seem like stripping that night, it wasn't that bad. So I'm like, okay, I could do this. I literally went to a strip club and paid the tip out, tip in, or whatever. And when I walked out, this is my first time ever going to a strip club. When I walked out and seen like what actually go on, I literally sat down the whole time until my friend was ready to go. Because I was like, oh my God. I'm thinking y'all just on the little pole, flip it, or y'all just walk around looking cute, but no. That was
A
wild.
lot of work in there. They working too.
No shade to them. Hey, I love them, but it wasn't for me. And that's what I was like, okay, let me try bottle girl. Because it's like, okay, you're a female, use your sex appeal, whatever, but I don't like too much. Like, don't touch me. You don't gotta, let me take the bottle out, be cute, get the money, go.
Oh no, that's not how it works.
That's not how it works.
Yeah, they doing thunder slaps too. They trying to grab all of
But
it.
ring, just like that. No, we're not doing that.
That's funny.
So,
But yeah, I like everything you talk about and what you were saying. I think that anybody that watch any interviews, honestly, it's not just this one, but if they watch it, I think you get a deeper, more in depth version of you just from the music side too. So definitely shout out to you for that.
thank you.
Tell people like where they can follow you at and what you got coming up next, or where they can go find your music and stuff like that.
Okay, so everybody can find me on every social media at the DejaCooper. And I'm dropping another summer anthem real soon. I'm not gonna speak on it because people be praying on your blessings. So just be on the lookout.
That's what's up, man. Well, I definitely appreciate you coming through. This was
Thank
dope.
you for
This was
having
dope.
me.
Definitely, man. And I'm gonna do rappers. Like I don't know if you know, but like and everybody know that about me. I always say I don't like rappers. But I feel like your approach is always the approach me. People approach, and like I said, I
Yeah.
was like, damn, I see you. I'm thinking like you gonna be one way, so I'm thinking like, but you were so like, I don't know, just approachable. It just seemed like you was not a rapper.
Then when
So,
I get here, you like, she's cool.
yeah, I was like, yeah. But on the phone when you call, I'm like, okay, cool, episode. Yeah, I got you, And that was that. So yeah, it was dope. It was dope though. I know it was dope because, like I said, normally if it's not, it's my rule. I'm gonna probably say too much, but I don't care. It's the end of the thing. If it's not really good, it's 45 minutes. I'm gonna stop
How
it for
long is it? How long
90
is
minutes.
it?
I would do 90
Oh
minutes.
my God. Okay.
Yeah. But if not, to me, if I feel like I'm wrapping up in 45 minutes,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start asking questions towards the end. But
It's
this was
gonna be a good one. Yeah.
it was free flowing, but I like that, and you got more comfortable like 20 minutes in. It was like you was
I had
good.
to just loosen up.
No, it's hard to talk about your early childhood when you're not expecting to talk about that, So I'm asking questions that just to kind of get you comfortable for later on in the
Yeah.
podcast anyway. So this was dope, man. I definitely appreciate you coming through, man. This was dope.
Thank you for having me.
Morning Masters podcast, we out.